We're going to take a little further look at a section of the 990 further, the Part 8 Statement of Revenue, because there's a section there about how the IRS requires fundraising events to be recorded, which can certainly seem very confusing. So for this example, I'm using a different Nonprofits 990, one that's a little more complicated. So you'll notice in the first section, 1C has a fundraising event line, and that amount is reported at $76,500. That's great. They also have additional contributions of fundraising events for $1,517,371, as well as other forms of assistance. And the total for everything in section 1 is $1,781,829. That all seems fine. That's great. But now if you go down to the third section, 8A, it again lists for the gross revenue of the fundraising event minus or excluding that $76,500. And that amount is only $13,442. Okay. Below, they then ask for the expenses of the fundraising event, which of course an event is expensive, and that's noted at $26,204, leaving it in line 8 a gross of the fundraising event at a negative $12,762. And then finally, all the different sections of total, including that negative and everything from the first section, are all added together, and the nonprofit's total statement of revenue now is $2,003,310. So what is going on with this fundraising event and the money that's counted and the money that's not counted? So let's think about how the IRS considers an event, or in fact anything when a person or a corporation makes a donation. The IRS also wants to know what the individual or any donor might be receiving of value for giving that contribution. So let's say our organization had an event and they sold tickets for $200. Great. That event included a free dinner, and the dinner is valued, what it cost to have that dinner, at $47. So the IRS says, well, the person who bought the ticket did not make a full contribution of $200. They actually got $47 of value in a free dinner. So the value of their contribution is actually $153. Now, let's say our nonprofit sold 500 of these tickets at $200 each, and they brought in $100,000. But these 500 people also each got a free dinner at $47, which comes to $23,500. So in effect, the nonprofit received our famous, here it is, the $76,500. Now, a lot of other things can happen in a fundraising event besides the tickets. Huge amounts of donations may be made. There could be raffles. There's a lot of other ways the nonprofit might earn money at an event. And in this case, our nonprofit brought in an additional $13,442. Underneath that, they asked for expenses for the entire event, which you see is $26,204. oddly enough, showing that what looks to be a very successful event had a loss of 12,762. So that negative 12,762 is noted in the section, but remember the original 76.5 is still included from above when making the total revenue report.